creatures from the world of the undead.
The most bizarre.
Devil worship, Satanism, black magic, or witchcraft. Zodiac killer.
All lights go out and the monsters are released from their coffins.
Now, prepare yourself for the most gruesome and grotesque experience of them all. The Creep-O-Rama.
We're both in agreement, and then I just was like, cool, this is all I need to see.
You can't. You're jumping the gun. Actually,
What gun?
No, you're really not.
You're really not.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I just want to get that out of the way because I know Justin's gonna hate it.
So, and for anybody, well, yeah, we just hit record in the middle of a sentence. We're talking about the Endless. There was a Letterboxd review. All it said was, "It sure fucking felt like it." Now, I will say, I actually really enjoyed it. Like.
Because it's essentially the triangle, but with a cult.
Yeah, but like what I liked about it was just the weird shit that's going on in the background.
Yeah, right.
As soon as they show up to the camp, yeah, like him walking or whatever, and then a tree falling in the background. Like just
that was my favorite scene.
Yeah,
was him.
Like shit like that. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. Just weird, creepy, random shit that happens off camera.
I will say though,
trees.
Fucking hate trees, dude.
You've heard of tree huggers. He's a tree hater.
Yeah, they get wrecked in a movie. He's all about
just
it.
Runs up and stabs it once, and he walks away because his knife's stuck because it's a tree.
Yeah, fucking.
But I will say,
man.
I kind of that stuff is kind of my least favorite part of it because a lot of times I'm like, okay, but what is like it, for that movie?
Yeah,
it never explains why half that shit is happening. Like it explains the time shit, but it does like okay, there's a thing.
Yeah, where's that? Yeah.
What I kind of almost wonder if this and Nope should be like considered the same. Like oh well. There's this thing and we don't know what it is, and then in Nope it's like, oh, we see the thing.
That's that's a lot of cosmic horror. Colors Out of Outer Space was like that too, right? I mean,
but there's
I feel like everything in Color Out of Space makes sense because it's a thing.
It's from
it lands in the
meteor.
It crashes. It goes down into the water supply and starts
but is it
with
like
the roots.
Is it a what is it? Because it's not the meteor, right? Right?
No, it's just
not the meteorite itself.
It's whatever's in or whatever the meteorite is made up of or in the meteorite.
Yeah, so it could be space.
Well, I figured it's carrying some kind of fucking
space virus. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bacteria. That's what that's the thing I was looking for.
But it's got fucking energy.
Yeah, it's got color.
It's got
color. Yeah,
it's colors.
Where the Endless. Yeah, I mean, you don't know. Endless, is it an alien? Is it a god? It seems like a god.
That just hangs out in this weird pocket of weird space-time.
Just fucking with people.
Just conveniently located in the desert of California, right outside where they make movies.
You know what? That's the only. You know what? It's the only place these things tend to happen.
Nowhere else. They can't happen in Ohio.
Speaking of convenience, how about a hydrologist?
No, because if you're stuck in a time loop in Ohio, you'll never notice because the place is boring as shit.
Good point. What was that, Derek? Hydraulic.
Well, in Colors Out of Space, they talk about convience. That guy's a hydrologist. So I just so happened to come to this property to check out your water.
Is Color Out of Space the only movie
fucking contaminated?
Is Color Out of Space the only movie where the main character is a hydrologist? Like the hero of the story is a hydrologist?
Probably.
Yeah, was that a job they created for the... I wonder, was that in the short story? Or were the people who wrote the script were like, and then we need a character that's going to investigate the water. What do you call somebody who investigates water?
It's not even a real it's not a real thing.
And especially is that a 1920s term. Were we rocking with hydrologists in Lovecraft time?
I don't think, If anything,
yes, but they were like, oh, hydrology is the study of all of your blood is water.
Right. That sounds scientifically accurate. We're going to run with it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's 1912. What do we know?
Black bile, yellow bile. That's all we really got.
But I can't. It's been a while since I read the short story. I have like a Lovecraft box set somewhere behind all this shit.
You've read that one in particular?
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck it went. It's somewhere over there. But yeah, I have this really cool Lovecraft box set thing. Even though that guy's just such a piece of shit. Anyway,
I don't know the story behind that.
Oh man, well, we can't because we're white and we can't say those words.
Well, he was super racist for sure.
Yeah, dude. Like what he named his dog. Like, I mean, he's a piece of shit. And it's like, product of the times. I don't really care. You could still be a decent human.
I mean, yes, the times were shit, but there was also John Brown who wasn't a piece of shit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
like
you got
maybe
no
not
excuse.
A product of the times.
Yeah, fuck you forever. Anyway, he was just a bad dude.
Yeah.
But so it's been a while since I've read that short story, but it's one of the things I was going to ask you guys. I don't know. I know, James, you've read Lovecraft stuff.
Yes.
Have either of you two read any of his like stories?
I have
very little, and it's been a minute.
I had a note here to ask you the same question, man.
All right. Well, I don't know how far this conversation's going to go. But because I was going to ask.
I don't even. You guys know the name of his fucking dog, so you know way more.
Unfortunately, unfortunately,
I don't know anything about no dogs, man.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know about no dogs, man. Hey.
Yeah. So, but I was going to say, I think because it's been a minute since I watched this last, and I was trying to think of all the movies that are like, obviously the Endless is inspired by Lovecraft's like storytelling and his vibe, but movies that are solely based on his books or his stories. I think Color Out of Space is the most accurate in tone.
This one and Dagon.
I haven't seen that.
I was the one with what's his name? Herbert West. What's his fucking actual name? The actor?
Jeffrey Combs.
Combs, yes.
He will just forever be Herbert West to me.
Herbert West comes up quicker than Jeff Combs.
Right? Yeah. I haven't seen that.
Dude, you should watch it. I thought we covered it. Did I just watch that for myself, I guess?
I think so.
It was fucking like, as far as Lovecraft movies go, and you know me, I have a really high bar for Lovecraft stuff.
Yeah.
So like, it's got to be good. And like Dagon, it's got some issues, but that's just because of when it was made, because it's like a 90s kind of low budget horror movie. Gotcha. But like, bro, it's as close. It's as close as this or some of the other shit like this.
Gotcha. Because this short story, like there's not much dialogue in the actual short story. I was reading a thing where Richard Stanley talked about how difficult the most difficult part about making this or writing the script was the source material. There's no real dialogue to pull from.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you really weave a story within this story when the core part of Lovecraft's story of it is kind of just weird and trippy.
It's like, here's this accounting of a thing that is happening.
Yeah,
that's it.
And
like,
that's really it.
It's more. Some of his stories were more like if you were reading a newspaper back then, and he's just like, here's this thing. Bye.
Yeah. There's no. It just kind of picks up in the middle of a tale.
Yeah.
And they kind of
it just assumes that you know what's going on.
Right. Yeah. But like, I think this one is because From Beyond.
That's how I felt in the Endless.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Then I realized it was a sequel. I was like, oh, that's why.
It's not a sequel. That's not
officially a sequel. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, because now we're jumping back to the Endless. So
in the Endless, they ran off 10 years ago when they were kids. So I'm assuming that they missed the turnover. They left right before the turnover. So
and we're talking about the two dudes that were in that house. Okay.
At the beginning of the movie. Yeah.
The beginning of the movie.
Yes.
The two main guys, the brothers.
Oh, I see. I thought whenever
the writer
Derek,
directors.
This is I'm so lost. I feel like I'm in a Lovecraft story already. I thought when the movie that you sent earlier, Derek, I thought that the synopsis of it was referencing the two dudes that were in the house. The guy was chained up because was
that would make sense.
There's a bunch of those loops are in that first movie.
First movie.
So it's about the same.
It's about the same shit.
I believe so. So when
it
the endless
characters, that's what I saw.
Because the synopsis of it was pretty vague. So
yeah, I know. So in the cult when they play the tape that he got from under the lake, and it's like them dressed up, and like just doing weird shit. Like I didn't understand that. I'm like, why do they get embarrassed by that? Like, what is that?
Because that's them after they left the cult. They're going on TV. The one guy who was a dick, kind of. He was like, we should go on TV. I think that they were trying to make money, essentially. And so they went on TV to talk about this death cult that they escaped. And they were embarrassed because they did that without the cult knowing, or at least they thought.
I wonder how
that tape is from Resolution. It's from the first movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Resolution is about a man who imprisons his estranged junkie friend in an isolated cabin.
Yeah,
That's the guy. To force him through a week of sobriety. So that's who they run into when they go into the cabin and the guy's chained up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's cool.
That's wild. That's cool. That's
we're gonna have to watch Resolution now.
I guess I'll watch that next. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Because that's really interesting, because this is the second time watching Endless for me. I liked it a lot more this time, even though I fell asleep, but that's because of my sleep schedule, not because of this movie. Because this time I'm noticing like everything links. Like it's kind of it's just like Triangle, where like it's really well done once you see what the whole point of it is.
I felt like I was missing a lot. Like I'm sure there's things I didn't pick up on.
I just like the overall weirdness, and I think the link between both of these movies are this really weird vibe that both of these movies have, to where people are having conversations as if things are normal, but they're at the same time freaking out, and the most strangest circumstances ever.
Yes.
Yeah. And like,
one of the things I've really noticed with Color Out of Space this time was everybody just having normal conversations, and the entire landscape is fucking pink, and no one's acknowledging that like the last couple hours this landscape has been drastically changing,
right?
And everybody's like, everything's crazy, like
or the mom turns into like this fucking demon where she's like, fix the dish. And he's like, that sounds like, and then Nick Cage is like, that sounds like a good idea, sweetie. And, and like after losing his shit about tomatoes.
I think Color Out of Space is Nick Cage's most most perfectly Nick Cage without ruining the movie.
Yeah.
Like it's maximum Nick Cage freak out, but it makes sense.
Right.
Which is very unassuming in the beginning, because he seems like just a normal dad.
Yeah,
and then obviously
just like bourbon from time to time.
Those fucking alpacas. I'm
fucking
so
fucking alpacas.
It makes me wonder if the choice to put the alpacas in this movie were made during the writing stages, or if that was something that was brainstormed just between Richard Stanley and Nick Cage, just based off of how funny it is to listen to Nick Cage enunciate the word alpacas.
You know, I really think, I really, really, really hope that it was Richard Stanley at the beginning of this, making this movie, being like, we need a hook. We need a really weird fucking hook for this movie. And like, everything else is pretty interchangeable, right? Like all the characters, all that shit. But we need a thing that is so weird, and then we make it even fucking weirder.
Yeah.
And alpacas really fits because they're adorable. So in the beginning of the movie, you're like, I love these things. They're great. they're alpacas. Wait, you want to eat the alpacas? Little weird. You're
You wanna
milking
milk
the
the
alpacas?
alpacas?
You're actively milking the alpacas now.
You're
Okay,
drinking
Yeah.
alpaca
Drinking
milk.
fresh alpaca milk.
Yeah.
It's so catchy of a thought that
They're
for the rest of the
alpacas.
movie, you just keep thinking about fucking alpacas.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
And then you are confronted with a goo ball of alpacas, and you're like,
Yeah.
fucking alpacas.
I'd just like to assume the location scout or whoever was in charge of putting it together was like, we've got a great farmhouse and this plot of land that we're going to film on. We rented it from this guy. It comes with like a dozen alpacas if we want them. I don't know if
And Nick
you guys
Cage
can
was
do
like, I'm
anything
on
with
that
alpacas.
shit.
And Nick
On
Cage
it.
was like, no, we can use alpacas.
We need alpacas.
I've got a great idea, actually. Let's...
I wouldn't doubt that's exactly how shit went down.
Yeah.
The owner's like, I should have never included my fucking alpacas in this
Nick Cage
filming
is,
deal.
Oh, Nick
I
Cage
wanna-
is
I wanna
milking
know-
my alpacas.
I want to know
the farm
if...
came with a bunch of alpacas and Tommy Chong. Like he's just
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's Tommy Chong's farm.
So what are you doing here? I just fucking leased this place
This
in the
He's in
summers,
G
dude.
spot, man.
Yeah.
What?
This
Dude,
is
it's
where
a
I go
great
over all the
name.
contracts for my gummies.
But
A
yeah,
pussy named G spot. That's hilarious.
but yeah, I think Color Out of Space might be the best Lovecraft movie because like
I think
there's
so.
Reanimator, but in terms
Reanimator
of,
never feels Lovecraft to me. Like
Right.
I know
always
that it
forget
is,
Reanimator's Lovecraft because
Right.
it just feels more like
Yeah.
a straightforward
move-
like body
80s
zombie horror
monster.
type
Right.
Like-
movie. Yeah.
And
It
Even-
doesn't have the even though it literally takes place at Miskatonic University,
Right.
but it doesn't have that weird like tinge of cosmic. This shit couldn't be real. And
Right.
you're always like,
right.
yeah, okay, you can bring back the dead, baby. That's
Yeah.
kind of all right. I could
Yeah.
deal with that one.
And like From
Yeah.
Beyond is the
Kind of the same thing.
yeah, kind of the same thing. Even though the story behind or the short story of Reanimator is kind of the same. It's not the same kind of it's not a normal Lovecraft story. Like it's
Yeah.
just him being Dr. Frankenstein, like and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the 1800s or whatever. From Beyond
But that's
is pretty trippy.
That's like Stephen King fucking like, wait, it's Shawshank?
Right.
And then he just like fucking
Right.
movies that like
Yeah, it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Lovecraft was the Stephen King of the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
Sure.
I think Color Out of Space is the best adaptation that I've seen of any of his movies or of
Yeah.
his stories.
I want to say I think the problem with From Beyond is that it just takes place in that fucking house as far as the movie goes.
And
Like,
that's what the story
I know
does,
that's how
so,
the story
yeah.
goes, but as a movie,
Yeah.
you could push it a little further.
Right, yeah.
And
yeah.
like, I don't know, it just needed a little more.
Right. Yeah, the story is like a dude shows up to that house. I can't remember if it was like an insurance salesman or somebody checking on something. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I know one guy goes to the house and then he basically gets like kind of trapped by the dude. He's in his chair and then he flips on the machine and he gets to peer on the other side and the guy gets freaked out and runs away. It's like, it's pretty short. It's not any, it's nah. Movie's better. Movie's better. But yeah.
Noted. That is crazy. I wonder how many Lovecraft
Sorry,
stories
I
are
read
like
books,
just
man.
mediocre short
Yeah,
stories
just
that some
mediocre,
director was
pretty
like,
much all
I
of
guess if
them.
I say it's
Basically,
based on that, I'm going to write a 10 times better fucking story
Now-
and turn this into a 2-hour film.
Now it's
And sure, I'll put HP's name on it, but
what's frustrating is the fact that they have never allowed Guillermo del Toro to make the fucking what's it called?
Mountains of Madness.
Mountains
Yeah, that's
at the
right.
Mountains of Madness. That story, I think that's the most. I haven't read all of his stuff, but that short story I think is from everything that I've read, it's the most cohesive like story he wrote. That was like that is very much the thing. Like you read that and you can kind of see where the like. Which I mean, I know the thing was based off of a novel too. I can't remember which one came out first. Now that I say it. But yeah, that one is very, very good. But I don't know. I don't know why nobody will make it.
because I saw a couple more recent interviews with Guillermo recently, and I really don't understand what. Maybe I think it's just that he won't bow down to studios in ways, because he's like, what is like we know studios make a lot of really stupid suggestions, I'm assuming. Right. Because look at a lot of these fucking stupid suggestions that we've gotten on film.
Right.
And I think when they come to him, he's like, no, that's going to ruin it. Yeah. And then they're like, well, fuck you then. And it's
because that story, like, it takes place in Antarctica. It's about a group of explorers that, like, they go to find a rescue team, or a rescue team goes down to find a group of explorers, only to find their camp is like ravaged. And then they basically go into this mountain range and these caves, and the mountain ranges have these huge, almost like godlike statues of like Cthulhu like monsters and shit. And then there's exploring the caves, and all these weird monsters are like hiding in the darkness and shit. It's fucking epic. It's creepy as fuck.
Sounds awesome.
It's amazing.
Did Ridley Scott just rip off Prometheus?
Wait, what?
Did he just rip that off for Prometheus?
I don't know.
It kind of sounds like Prometheus.
I gotta rewatch Prometheus.
Yeah, and then the rescue team has to bail. And then they're in a helicopter, and they're kind of they fly around this big like peak. And you see all these monsters and shit. It's
and then the peak falls down, and they could have just flown to the side.
But Tom Cruise jumps out of the plane. But yeah, it's really, really good. But there's no way to make that movie on the cheap. So they probably just don't want to give him the money to do it.
I don't know, man. These days, I feel like look at some of the Star Wars TV
animated
shows.
Well, that's Star Wars. You're riding off the back of
but I'm talking about the tech that they're using to make those shows. That fucking void thing, that shit's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Maybe after Frankenstein, maybe Netflix will be like, okay, Guillermo, let's give you a blank check, or we'll turn it into a series and we'll see how the first episode does. Or something.
Man, I think it. Honestly, I think it might be better as a series.
Oh, for sure.
Then you have time to build the fucking we're in the land of the elder gods and shit.
Yeah. I think almost everything would be better as a series at this point.
In most cases, especially if it's based on a book or like a long form story. Everyone tries to pack that shit into 90 minutes, and it's
it's just not going to work.
90
when
minutes.
The Dark Tower movie came out, and I was like,
3 hours now.
I want to reboot. We're going to reboot Jurassic Park, only this time it's going to be a TV show. So it's the whole first season.
Well, they already have that on Netflix.
No, hold on. The whole first season is just about the genetics. We're just doing the genetics for an entire season. It's a workplace drama. It's The Office, but it's in the genetic research lab.
Right. Season 2 is where you get your dinosaurs.
The novella At the Mountains of Madness came out February of 1936.
Gotcha.
Who Goes There, the book that The Thing from Another World was based on, came out in August of 1938. So the thing book
gotcha.
So the
2
thing
hours
ripped
after,
off
or 2 years later, then
2 hours.
Okay, cool.
2 hours after. So again. It was published 2 hours later, must have been stolen.
I totally didn't get an advance copy to rip you off, bro. But yeah, that has to be.
The Raid and Dread came out 2 hours apart. The Raid ripped off Dread.
But yeah, so this was your guy. I know it was Josh's first time seeing Color Out of Space. Was it your first time?
I've seen it
Derek?
before. I watched it when it came out. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, I dig it. Just the fucking chaotic mess that it is, and like you were saying, just their inability to rationalize and act normal while everything's just so fucking like insane is so off-putting. And I think one of the best things about the movies is cinematography. It's just fucking
it's so
absolutely
good.
It's such a beautiful looking movie.
Gorgeous.
And like the practical effects are super sick. There's obviously a little bit of CGI, but I feel like the blending of the two is pretty sick. But I mean, the way the mom looked was so fucking awesome. Like they did such a good job with that.
All the fucking practical effects and gross shit in this movie is absolutely top tier. It's
they
upsetting.
killed that.
Yeah.
Every one of the effects is upsetting.
Yeah, upsetting. That's a good term.
Like when that whole fucking scene with the fucking when she cuts her fingers off, that whole even the part that's not the effect, where just the whole lead up to it, I just keep going like, fuck, god damn it, stop,
yeah,
stop going back to the sink.
No, got to get those ALPACAS in the barn by 10 o'clock though.
I blame the kid. Like that kid saw his mom handling a knife, and instead of standing 5 feet behind her and going, "Hey, mom," he ran up and was like, "Yank on your sleeve while you're like handling a knife." What?
I think that kid's I think that kid is actually the alien.
Fuck that kid.
Could be.
That's why he was talking to him.
When
he's the advanced scouting team.
Dude, when the mom and kid get fused together and like she's like laying there on the couch. I think on the couch. Maybe they got up to the attic at this point, and the daughter is just in her face, and she's like looking, and the mom's just like pleading, and she's the girl goes, "Do you want me to get you some water?" I just be like, "No, lady, like just kill me, like just fucking shoot me." That's one of the most disturbing.
I do love that, and this is just some funny shit that I thought when I was watching, because it's like they get fused and they're out on the front thing, they're like in the front yard, and then he's like, "All right, we got to bring her inside," and then like they obviously cut that, because how the fuck do you make that serious? Like,
just like rolling her into a wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
or something.
And then, and then it just cut, and then I love that it cuts to her on the couch, and like it pans around, and you just see the kid's face is just vaguely pressed into the back of the couch. And it's like,
all the focus, all the like the like attention and love like went just to the mom.
It's like fuck you guys.
Yeah,
I'm just a tumor now.
Yeah, I'm here too. Yeah.
So that was
Josh,
gnarly.
So Josh, I know you're a big Nick Cage fan. So since this is the first time that you've seen this, how does this rank?
Definitely up there. One of my more I mean, I like all Nick Cage performances, but I think I like this more than fucking like the Weatherman. So
that's fair.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
It's a high bar.
I had no idea what this movie was about.
Oh, cool.
I don't know.
That's the best
how
way to go into it for sure.
I avoided everything about it, but it came out and they're like, new Nick Cage movie on, I think it was on Shudder when it first dropped or whatever. And I feel like I heard something that it was Lovecraft way back in the day, but that I didn't retain that. And it was just every few years, somebody would be like, "Oh, you love body horror, right? Have you seen Color Out of Space?" And I'm like, "Oh, is that a body horror movie? I thought it was like a sci-fi psychological thing." Like I had no idea what the plot was or anything. And they're like, "No, man, you should check it out." And I just never did. And finally put it on. And I was like, "Oh, this is completely fucking different than what I had played out in my head." I think I got this one confused with Daniel Isn't Real, which came out around the same time.
I haven't
seen a lot of people were hyping that one up too.
I haven't seen that either.
But obviously completely different movies. And but I really dug this one. It was funny to me because I just saw it together. And
I really want to watch that so bad. Is that out? Or is that or did you get a special Josh Live in California?
I got the special Josh Lives in California email from Neon.
Damn it.
They did
Dear Josh,
advanced
you
screening.
live in California. Do you want to go see a movie?
You're special.
Thanks.
Signed Neon Team.
They pretty much. No, they did an advanced screening at the Grove
yes or no.
last week. They're doing more advanced screenings. I think there's rumors that the Scream Unseen or whatever like secret movie on Monday is going to be together. So if you guys have a AMC or Cinemark near you, check that out.
Ooh,
otherwise, they have advanced screenings, I think, starting Wednesday in select cities.
When does it come out?
July 30th.
Okay, cool. So a couple weeks.
But
so it was good.
Gnarly, yes. But the whole, the general plot is that the couple finds themselves starting to get like fused together and they can't figure out why.
As you do.
And somebody tried to sue and say, "I wrote this story already."
Yeah.
And it was a big deal. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, he totally ripped them. They totally ripped this guy off." And then Neon had to put out a statement that was like, "No, Michael Shanks actually had his scripts submitted to the WGA 3 years before this other guy's movie came out." And then I read the synopsis for this other guy's movie, and literally the only thing that they have in common is that it was a couple who find themselves stuck together after they have sex or something. And I'm like, that's not even the same plot. Because they're like, oh, it's this guy who's hopelessly in love, and then this girl who has no interest in a relationship, and she just wants a one-night stand, but they find themselves stuck together after they have sex. And I was like, that is a completely different plot from Together. And then I'm watching Color Out of Space, and I was like, maybe this guy ripped off Color Out of Space, because this also has two people that get fused together, and apparently that means they're the fucking same movie. But then I saw the alpaca scene, and I was like, and they ripped off The Thing. Like, nobody understands homage anymore. But
yeah, that was a very well done Thing homage shot with the alpacas.
Yeah.
But big week for me seeing people fuse to other people. And I thank you for that. This was a winner.
Good week.
Oh yeah, because there was also that hideous car wreck that you endured earlier.
Yes, exactly. People at home are like, wait,
it's been a good week.
It's like a whole family of 5. It was awful. It melted straight together.
All tried to hold Josh's back.
Yeah,
I tried to help melt it together more, but they kept moving around.
Could you imagine working at a hospital and they actually bring the mom and kid fused together in? Like, what would you do?
You would
Aaron,
have
go
to
ask
do. You'd have to do some sort of X-ray.
Delivery nurse.
Ben, check it out. Hold on. Wake up, babe. Wake up.
Did you deliver this 9-year-old kid from that mom's back?
I feel like that would be because you can't fit that in like a CAT scan machine, so you'd have to do some sort of ultrasound or X-ray to try to
you just gotta push them in there more.
If there are any shared vital
breathing
organs.
exercises. And
Yeah.
Suck it in.
Yeah, how do you, I mean, I think at that point you just kind of have to say, okay, my professional opinion is you're fucked.
Yeah. One of you is going to have to die.
I wonder how often that does happen in
people get fused together.
No, just like, hey, like my professional opinion is you're fucked. Like how often they see shit. It's like there's nothing in medical school that taught me like how to do anything that
makes me wonder
here.
That just makes me wonder what kind of stuff they're seeing. That's well, I don't think you see fused people, but I'm sure you're seeing one can hope.
A lot of shit.
Well, I mean, conjoined twins is definitely a thing, but they're usually born like that. You don't bring them in when one's like 45 and the other one's 12. Like,
they're the same size, so it's easier to deal with. It's easier to fit into machines and stuff. This is different because, I mean, I'm sure
it goes into a machine.
Well, no, I mean, you got to fit to do scans and stuff.
We've got the double wide CAT scan.
You put them in sideways.
What's that one for? Only for Siamese twins.
Yeah. It's the fly, but in reverse.
The double wide.
Just go in and it'll fucking separate you guys.
Oh man.
In 2010, there was a German movie adaptation of the same story, Color Out of Space. It's called Die Farbe, and I was reading a little bit about it.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
Well, it's because we don't speak German.
You're right. You're right.
There's 4 German guys on the podcast right now talking about how dumb the name Color Out of Space is.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
It doesn't have the same ring to it as Die Farbe.
But the whole movie was shot. I thought this idea was really cool. They shot the whole movie in black and white, except the color.
That's sick.
That's sick.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
You know that actually
no alpacas. I bet though.
No alpacas. No
Nick Cage.
Speaking of that use of color, I really like how in this one he uses the color kind of the same way, where like the beginning of it, it's whenever the narration, there's no color. It's like gray. And then as soon as she comes into the frame, you see the purple in her hair. And then, like as it goes, it starts building more and more and more purple until the end. It's such a cool.
Yeah, the small little like attention.
The details are what makes really this movie. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think this. I mean, I know a lot of people like this one, but it came out was it the same year as Mandy or a year after?
I think I
want to say like a year after.
Yeah, it was really like maybe
they're
only
very
like a couple
close.
months after.
Yeah,
they were really close.
Because I know there was a lot of, I mean, Mandy's Mandy, so I think a lot of people kind of falsely judged this one, thinking that it was going to be another Mandy. Because a lot of reviews on Letterboxd that I was reading just kept bringing up Mandy.
Yeah, Mandy was the year before.
Yeah. So, and that was like such a big moment for Nick's, like, it was just kind of started a new like era of his films.
Definitely. Yeah. Which is why it's so weird. I guess maybe it's just too close to Mandy to where, and it has a lot of the same, like, as far as marketing goes, they have the same aesthetic, you know?
Yeah, they're trippy.
So it's very trippy, very like the bright colors and shit. So I can see, I understand it. It just sucks because like, I think it's one of his best movies. I think
for sure.
I think that this is better than Mandy in a lot of ways. Just because Mandy is very like frenetic and weird.
I need to rewatch that one. I do remember it being pretty fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's just I really like it. It's just that obviously Panos Cosmatos, God.
Yes.
And whoever Richard Stanley just have very similar but completely, it's two different sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Alpacas, Cheddar Goblin.
Exactly.
Yeah. And honestly, that really is kind of the perfect. That's the perfect fucking comparison right there.
As much as I love Mandy,
and if you figure that out, man, you'll figure out life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Alpacas. I think the Alpacas are much cooler than Cheddar Goblin.
I don't always want to pet these alpacas, but sometimes I do. I don't ever want to pet Cheddar Goblin.
That's a good point.
So
you milk them?
The alpaca.
Yeah, I milk Cheddar Goblin easily.
I'll milk Cheddar Goblin, sure.
Yeah,
I'm not going to milk no fucking alpacas, but I'll milk Cheddar Goblin.
Yeah. Get over here, bud.
Now we're asking the real questions.
You know he's full of cheddar, so at least it's it's actually dairy.
Exactly.
I don't think you need
at
to
least
milk him though. Doesn't he just vomit the mac and cheese?
Exactly.
I guess you don't have to milk Cheddar Goblin, but I mean, I would like to.
I would like to.
If it's an option,
you know,
if
it's on the table.
Yeah, if it's on the table, if it's a consensual
maybe as a hobby, who knows?
It's fine. I'd be into it.
Look, I'm gonna look. Hopefully, I'll be able to retire someday, and I can just retire from milking the Cheddar Goblin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all day.
I love when he's milking the alpaca and he gets that one good shot in. His son's like, "That was a good one, Dad."
That's what I mean. This movie has so many weird moments where you're like, that just doesn't feel right.
I would have not have thought to put that in the film.
Yeah, no.
Like it's funny, and then as soon as you realize it's sort of funny, you're like, but I don't want it to be funny.
Right, yeah. Yeah. I switching back to the Endless, one of the things that I really enjoyed about those two actors was how I don't think they're brothers in real life because they don't have the same last name, but they fucking nailed the brotherly, like, okay, go to fuck to sleep. And then he just keeps talking, go the fuck to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, man. Like the jokes and
what were they talking about again when he said that?
Something about how women can't be pedophiles.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, yes, they fucking can. And he's like, no, they can't. And he's like, just go to fuck to sleep. I'm not.
But I think the genesis of that was hilarious because like that girl was into him. It's like, yeah, but even though she looks younger than you now, she's older than you.
Right. Yeah. It was the writing, like the at the very beginning of The Endless, where the guy's giving the other guy a haircut for his job interview. And just kind of, you don't see it, you just hear it. He just takes his clippers and through his hair, and then it's like he runs off, and then it's like a smash cut to looking at the brother with half of his hair is missing. I haven't laughed that hard at a movie in a fucking while. It was like I just that kind of happened out of nowhere. They did a really, really good job with nailing that kind of humor.
Yeah.
It's one of the few movies that we've watched for this, especially new movies, where I'm like, the writing on this one is great. Like,
yeah.
Even though at some points it gets a little wonky because they're trying to like set up the vibe and shit, and like some shit happens and you're like, yeah, all right, that's a little out of nowhere. But I think that the character, all the character study and all that shit for this movie really like works, because the whole time you're talking to these people and you're like, well, you're fucking crazy. That's sketchy. Like, why would you say that? Like, you seem like you're a psycho. And then it all makes sense. None of them are bullshitting. They don't know how to explain the shit correctly. But like, by the end of it, you're like, oh, okay, well, it makes sense why they all sound crazy, because they're all stuck in time loops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude could throw that baseball really, really high.
Really high.
Like, really high.
It's crazy.
Very high.
Playing tug of war with a fucking space god.
I don't really. That's the thing, is all that stuff is almost like, what? Like, what were they doing?
Yeah, or what was?
I forgot.
Not even like, what they were doing. What was the space swirly god?
Right.
Black
what was
thing?
What was the rope connected to?
Yeah, that was a great. Like,
just the
effect
holding it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with these people.
Yeah.
Look at these idiots trying to play tug of war.
Yeah, it's weird
with shadows.
Yeah.
Smiling.
Also, that he let some of them win when clearly, he probably didn't need to do that.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is it seems that the god, it's almost like Groundhog's Day, but from the outside, if you were watching a whole group of people constantly go through Groundhog's Day.
Right.
Yeah. That's how it felt to me. Was he like stumbled upon this community of people and was like, I'm gonna fuck up
all
your lives
I'm
gonna, for entertainment.
But almost not fuck them up. He's like trying to fix them, because it's like, oh well, once you get through your shit, you can pull this rope.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was just maybe like I don't know. You don't believe in me, I won't fucking let you look cool. I'll make you look like an idiot.
Yeah,
that's kind of how.
So
I saw
if you believe in the invisible sky dog or whatever, it'll let you pull the rope.
It's
pretty good.
There's definitely some things I missed, and I feel like I should give this movie a rewatch at some point. But one thing that comes to mind is, I guess, how the loops start. Like how I know there's a bunch of different ones, right? Like, that one guy that has the fucking like 2-second one, which looks like he was like back from like the 1800s. It started.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
That sucked.
That sucks.
A 10-year one would be a lot cooler, obviously.
Yeah,
and then like the week-long one. But how they start, and also how come the two brothers, they're in those bubbles, but they're not in the time loop. So what gets them into it?
I think
because I think they covered that, but I don't think I fully.
From what I gathered was that you're okay. You can come and go unless you're there when the loop happens. But that doesn't entirely make sense either, because they're there when the loop happens on a bunch of other ones. Or maybe there's like
when the loop starts.
Maybe it's a prime loop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, because the guy who was in the short one, they had to stand up, run, and die, and then stand up.
So this wasn't
die.
Covered. We all don't know.
No, he was like, "Don't stay here,"
which I kind of was.
So I assume that means like if he hung out for long enough, he would have gotten stuck in it.
Which
maybe
is and obviously they were trying to the ending, right? They escaped it, but there was I didn't understand what like.
Maybe it's if you die. Because they all die at the end of that loop.
Yeah, but I thought like the guy.
If this is covered, it seems like such a significant part of it, and 4 of us didn't fucking get it.
Yeah, no. Well, like the guy that was hanging in his shack.
Well, I think that's
so good in this.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is I think he's the mislead, where it's actually he killed himself trying to get out of it. But that means that he's.
Well, they all kill themselves because it's better for you to kill yourself than for the space god to kill you. Because when the space
Benson and Moorhead, you're gonna have to come on the show and
explain that Justin will also become trapped in a loop once the third moon rises.
Oh, it's the moon.
Well, the third moon. So that's when you do get trapped in is the third moon.
Right.
I guess.
I know because the third moon was the ascension. That's when they're all around the campfire.
The prime loop.
It's like when it starts. Like I guess maybe if you're there.
But when theirs starts, because all the other ones are fucking different time frames.
The 10-year loop. The 10-year loop must be the prime loop. And then all the other ones are just contained with.
But there's older ones.
No, I think this is what happens. Right. Obviously,
Josh is doing the real work here. I'm trying to fucking read it.
We're just
a movie,
assholes.
A movie, fucking four co-hosts of a movie podcast just watched.
I literally watched it moments before. This is my second time watching it.
No, okay, so you got the moons, right? And then the whole
you got the moons, right?
You got the moons, right? You got the moons.
Yeah, you got the moons.
And
you got three of them.
You got.
I was a bit embarrassed to bring this up. I'm glad it's all four of us.
You start with one of the moons, and then you go.
You start with one moon, right?
Start with one moon, and then he points out to the moon, and he's like, "Yo, there's
now you got two moons.
Now you got
two moons.
Now the third one. The third one takes a little bit to get.
Takes a little bit.
Turn into a full moon, right? And then so what I think happens is once there's three moons, whoever's there, that's when you get trapped in your loop. Right?
You get trapped in your classic three-moon situation. Yeah, you get trapped in your classic three-moon situation.
In a classic three-moon situation. Now, after the three fucking moons, once it goes back to the one moon.
One moon. We're back to one moon, y'all.
New people can show the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then
they could come, they could go, whatever.
Yeah, but then they come, then they show up and they see all these loops that happen when the three moon shit happens.
Yeah.
Then, if you show up, you can observe all of this shit, and then if there's another three moons, and you're there,
you can observe all these motherfuckers not explaining to you that you're about to get trapped.
Yeah, that now you're trapped in your own loop. I think that's what it is.
I think that is what it is.
Yeah,
I think that as a cult, they may be not the most.
They don't understand the
aggressive, but they understand it enough.
They don't. They understand that it's going to create a loop.
They know that
I think they do because I
think they do. They're aware of the loop.
Because the guy says,
because they want to live forever.
Yeah, that's what they explain is that Justin is going to become trapped once the third moon rises because he keeps saying you have to make your decision before the third moon.
Before the third moon.
So
so they got to bail before the three moons if they don't want to be trapped.
I really
which they didn't, but they got out like a little after, I guess. So they were able to
which is probably what's supposed to leave it like ambiguous.
Once again, man, so much of this movie could be avoided with communication.
Yeah, I still am confused by because there's that time loop.
I'm not confused. I fully understand the movie now.
So the guy moons.
You gotta understand the three moons.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
gotta
the three shells.
The three moons, Derek.
Yeah,
he doesn't understand the three moons.
Yeah, he doesn't understand the three moons.
You don't know the forces. There's that 2-second loop guy. It's from like the 1800s.
Yeah,
so that obviously has to predate the.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I guess I don't know. I could keep trying to make sense of it.
I think we figured it out. There should be everything should be crystal clear now.
That does bring up another question though. Is like what loop are you like? How do you determine your loop? Because he was like, I think I'm gonna stay. I would rather be stuck in a time loop and live forever, dying over and over again, than go back to my boring life. And it's like your boring life can change at any time. You're literally gonna be stuck in a loop. And what if you only get like a 30-minute loop?
Yeah.
You can't even watch
I guess it depends. Where was he at?
I think we were under the impression that they were gonna be in their 10-year loop.
There's a point in the movie where they show all the loops, like that you can see them.
Yeah,
because he's up on the one I don't know cliff or whatever, and you can see all the different domes.
Right,
so you could actually pick which one.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. The three moon thing to me is
why the fuck did that guy pick a 2-second loop?
But, no, but
because he didn't know. Right? I don't think he knew. He didn't know.
He didn't.
I don't think any of them knew.
1800s.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that has nothing to do with the three moons. That shit's every 2 seconds.
No. I think no. His loop happened whenever he got stuck in whatever loop he's stuck in. He just happened to have a 2-second loop on a three moon. Yeah, and then the next
wrong place at the wrong time.
It's a classic 2-second three
moon.
It's a classic,
exactly.
So the idea
2-second three moon scenario. Yeah.
The idea of the 10-year loop being the prime loop makes sense. Even though that's never discussed in the movie, as far as I'm concerned, we're just going to operate under that.
Here's the other camera shot that you're talking about, James. Totally went over my head. What?
It's just it's not a zoom out. It's not a zoom out camera shot. I think it's when he was with the guy who hung himself. It's like I think it's when he was leaving. Or no, hanged himself. Sorry. He was pretty well hung.
I can't say hung.
Yeah, he hung.
He was not when you're talking about a human being.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a dick.
Yeah,
people are. I wasn't paying attention to that, but he was also hanged.
I was.
Yeah.
So it might not. It was either when he was with the hanged guy, or he was on one of his walks, and then he looks. He's like on. He's like up above.
Yeah,
he's clearly like gone kind of far away, and then he's just looking out, and you could just see all the different bubbles.
Yeah,
they're like shimmery like energy bubbles.
And he was like, you got to keep an eye out for the poles that
those
order them to tell you when you're entering a new one.
That's how you know those are the edges of
the loop bubbles.
Did any of them overlap?
I didn't see any.
It didn't seem like it.
Yeah. So
they all seem to be pretty separated from each other.
It makes it seem like it's whatever that God thing is like bubble over you fuckers.
No. Yeah, that's what playing like a real fucked up game of Sims.
It's an alien zoo.
Yeah, you know what? I think we just figured this movie out. Either that or made it better.
It's a 10. It's a max
50 minutes.
See, here's the other thing is we don't know what the biggest one is. We assume that it's a 10-year loop, but what if there's another one that's bigger than that? Maybe. What if the whole state of California? World? Yeah, what if the whole world's in a loop?
Is in different
you know what also looks like a bubble? An Earth.
Yeah. It's round.
It's round.
Like a bubble.
You're making a lot of good points here.
I haven't heard a lie yet.
You're stating a lot of facts.
There's
about space-time distortion.
There's also space. What up?
But yeah, the story I'm reading here is that they explain that Justin.
All of you guys are wrong.
Well, it says Justin encounters several people stuck in time loops, most of whom repeatedly experience violent deaths for the entity's amusement. They explain that Justin will also become trapped once the third moon rises.
3 moons.
Despite his explanations, Aaron prefers staying to returning to his old life. Each time loop culminates with death at the hands of the entity considered a sacred ritual by the cult. But he says that's still better than the dreary life of menial jobs and no friends back home. When Justin admits he was wrong to force Aaron into always following his lead, Aaron becomes hopeful their relationship can improve and agrees to leave after all. The brothers barely escape as the entity appears to destroy the camp, and the brothers drive away while the loop resets, and the reborn members of the cult seem wistful about their departure. So that's where I was confused, is that you see all the birds trying to escape, and they're just hitting the edge of the bubble and dying.
I think it's because the birds aren't driving an SUV.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes his space god a fucking weak ass space god.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't catch up to a speeding car.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
No,
omnipotent?
He did. He caught up to it. It's just that his power. That's true.
He left his bubble.
0 to 60. It's got a lot of torque.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is that the bubble thing, all he could do is glass. So if you're a bird, you're fucked. You're looping your fucking ass off. But you got an SUV, you could smash through it.
That's true.
So
literally a glass cannon.
So okay, hold on. These guys, they were in the cult before the movie started as kids or young, or not as kids, but like as young adults. They leave.
Their parents got into a car wreck,
and then cult leader guy pulled them.
It's kind of a misery situation.
That's how they got into that.
It's a 2-second 3-moon misery situation.
So how long has this cult been at this location?
It's been a couple loops.
Yeah.
So they're already in their own loop.
Well, here's the thing is, I think it depends on which member you're talking about. Because I think that some of them have been there longer. I think that the beer guy with the beard, I think that dude's a fucking Viking.
Yeah, he's been there a long time.
Or like he's maybe not a Viking, but like not an like actual Viking.
The guy that was standing in front of the lock.
Yeah, I think that dude is actually potentially older than the 2-second guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's actually one thing I picked up on that I thought was cool, because there's a scene with him looking at his beer, because he's the brewmaster, right? Like he makes all the beer, and he's looking at his glass of beer, and they're all talking about how great his beer is. And like, he's been perfecting it for fucking, however many decades or centuries at this point.
Yeah.
And he's looking at it and he gets pissed and he just fucking like throws it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he still doesn't have it right.
He's
he's
been doing it for so fucking long. He's been doing this shit for hundreds and hundreds of years, trying to make the perfect beer, and everyone else is like, "You've done it, dude." And he's like, "No, I've got all these fucking years worth of taste in this shit to know this ain't it."
Yeah. So, okay. So how did they must have, whenever they left earlier in the story before the movie, they must have left before the 3 moons.
Yeah,
otherwise,
they were like,
how did they escape?
Yeah, it says that they escaped like 10 years ago. So I think what happened was the switch happened. They crashed very close to the switch.
Yeah,
to the ascension to the 3 moon, and then they took them in for like a couple years. And I bet that here's what I think probably happened. Either that or they got taken in right before a switch.
Yeah, it would really be helpful. Yeah, it would be really helpful at this point in time to know when 3 moons turn back into 1 moon and when 1 moon turns into 3 moons. What's the window of time we're working with here?
I think it's
I think one moon is the start of the cycle, and then 10 years, and it takes 10 years to get to 3 moon.
Oh, okay.
It's a 10-year cycle, yeah.
Okay. So that makes sense that they had enough time. That's a long time, man.
Yeah, I think that their parents crashed and died. They got taken in.
If you don't get out of here in 10 years, bro, then
we should do a part 2 episode of this. Go rewatch the movie and like really watch it.
I think that we should revisit this movie. We should do Resolution and the Endless and come back to it and fucking see if we can figure it out.
Totally the 3 moons all along, man.
I feel like such a bad movie watcher right now.
We've all got a lot on our plate, Derek. We can't pay attention to everything.
We got to watch these movies.
Also, it's a weird type of movie. Maybe we weren't supposed to understand most of it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I got to brew all this beer in order to keep our livelihoods going. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
I bet
it would be great if we rewatch it and we try again. We're like, nope, still. Don't understand. No,
let's watch Resolution now. Let's see if there's a bunch of shit.
This time I have completely no idea.
All the answers are in Resolution. Yeah.
Right.
Like it's just very cut and dry. We're like, oh, that would have been
I bet you
super
we can
helpful.
reach out to the director guys, but then again,
I think we should.
I think I would feel horrible getting them on here and then trying to figure this out in real time with them, because they just sit there and be like, oh wow, did we just write the most confusing movie? Like what's going on? And
to be fair,
4 assholes talking about movies.
To be fair,
3 assholes. I get it. I'm on it.
They do a lot with like time loops, because they also worked on Moon Knight and Loki.
That's where I knew their name.
That's cool. What did they do? Like direct episodes?
They directed a couple episodes of Moon Knight.
Oh wow.
They directed.
That's right. I fucking knew I knew their names.
Yeah, Benson and Moorhead. They're very, very popular. They directed and
they really throw you off on this one because it's Moorhead and Benson. That's how it's credited.
A couple episodes.
I don't know who they are.
Oh, a lot of Loki actually.
Damn.
And then they directed and produced.
I wonder
a lot of Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think 1 and 2. I think that they were involved on both.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that show was.
I'm almost
amazing.
certain the reason I know their name is because I've heard Coy talk about them. So that means that they've been on like.
Yeah, they've been
all of it.
They also did
that's cool.
Fucking VHS Viral.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that one either. I heard that one's pretty good.
Man, that one fucking rips. Yeah, they did the segment called Bone Storm,
Ooh,
and that's all I'm going to tell you.
We should really do all the VHSs. The
That
rest
would be
of the
fun.
VHSs, because we did the first one, right?
Do a podcast where we talk about 25 different short films all at once because we watch all the VHS movies.
Yeah, I think we did the first one. I have only seen VHS 1, obviously, and 2, and I fucking hated 2 because I couldn't stand
there's some parts of it that are good. But,
the reason why I couldn't stand it was because from what I remember, every segment had me until the very end of each one. I was like, wait, we know
what, Justin, we could talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah,
I have a friend who does not like any of the VHS movies. She thought the first one was fine and then hated everything after that. And she's the only person I know who feels that way, because everyone else I know thinks they're the best movies ever. I saw the first one and I was like, it was fine. It's like, it's a little overrated, but it's fine. And everyone was like, you fucking moron. VHS is a fucking masterpiece. And I'm like, maybe I'm just a dick. Maybe I'll give it another shot. And I haven't watched the first one in a long time, but I remember liking the second one more and then liking everything since, for the most part. But yeah, the last one that came out was nuts and has some really fucking gnarly sequences in it. So highly recommend.
I think I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, everybody's got to catch up.
How many of them are there?
There's a lot.
82.
There's 4. Now I want to say there's like 6.
77.
Because there's VHS.
666.
666 VHS tapes of this VHS movie.
VHS Beyond. That's what I think of.
VHS Beyond.
That's from last year.
With VHS franchise. Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe
we somehow
Justin Long
722.
He directed one of the segments, and it's real gnarly.
Justin Long.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, there's VHS came out in October of 2012. VHS 2, VHS Viral, VHS 94, VHS 99. VHS 85 and VHS Beyond.
Damn.
Yes.
It's good that they got a vegan one in there at least.
Which one was that?
What?
VHS Beyond.
No.
Next is VHS Impossible.
That was going to be real delicious.
Which one was Bone Storm now? I got to double check this because that was from
Bone
VHS
Storm.
Viral, which
That's
I watched.
definitely not vegan.
That's the carnivorous one.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty.
VHS.
You know, one of the producers of Color Out of Space was Elijah Wood.
Yeah,
that's SpectraVision.
Yeah.
It's his SpectraVision is him and.
Got it.
Yeah, I think Dan something maybe. I don't know, but yeah, they same. Yeah, they're the guys who produced Mandy too. It's probably also why this gets a lot of comparison to Mandy.
Yeah.
Alpacas.
We got to watch Hardware now because I've always heard of Hardware. It's Richard Stanley's cyberpunk movie.
What
are there alpacas?
No,
you said it right after I said alpacas.
No,
dude.
Hardware, directed by Richard Stanley. 1990.
Hard alpacas.
Mark 13 is a government-built killing machine programmed with AI able to repair and recharge itself from any energy source.
I think it's either got Ministry or Skinny Puppy on the soundtrack. Like it's legit,
Nice.
supposedly.
Oh,
it's like
cool.
robots like ripping motherfuckers apart.
Oh, wow.
You can find it on YouTube because it's not streaming anywhere.
Damn.
Oh, this sounds insane. Joe Lynch gave it 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, so I trust him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it says,
it's
through
like
a series of coincidences, the cyborg's head ends up in the home of a sculptress as a bizarre Christmas present from her boyfriend. Once inside its new home, the cyborg promptly reconstructs the rest of its body using a variety of household utensils and goes on a murderous rampage.
Jesus. What's this called?
But
Hardware. With Dylan
like,
McDermott.
All the fucking footage, all the clips that I've seen of it, it looks like fucking Fallout, but made in the 80s.
Huh.
It looks
occupies the exact intersection of Terminator, Mad Max, and Tetsuo the Iron Man, stylishly morphing from Western-inflected cyberpunk dystopia to industrial rock splatter film to some sort of psychedelic operatic exorcism
With
of technological
Dylan
extensions of
McDermott?
power.
And keep
In
in
other
mind,
words,
this
very
is,
much my shit.
it's also the guy who fucking directed Island of Dr. Moreau. So
looks like you can't even rent it on Apple or Prime.
That's some horse shit.
I found it on archive.org.
What the fuck? Iggy Pop is in this? Lemmy
Yes.
is in this?
Dude.
How have I
Yes.
never watched this?
Right. I think this might have to be one of mine.
That's fucking bonkers.
Well, there we go.
That is crazy.
And Guar as themselves in archive footage.
Huh.
What were you gonna say, Justin?
I've seen this poster now.
Yeah.
Okay, I know which one we're talking about.
Yeah.
How the fuck do we watch it?
I just sent you a link.
Yeah, Derek sent us a link.
Oh,
nice.
It's in the Internet Archive.
Yay.
Hardware VHS. I wonder if somebody's selling a copy on Mercari.
They are. I was just about to check.
They are.
23,000 people have logged in on Letterboxd.
I thought you were gonna say you found one for 23,000.
There's 23,000 people selling this VHS on Mercari.
There's a pretty sick 4K UHD version of it on Amazon, though. Ooh. This might be a movie that I blind buy. And Severin did a Blu-ray for it too. $99. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
For the Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Nah, not happening.
Is it one of those like, oh, we got a 4K Blu-ray, but they didn't actually put it out or whatever? You know what I mean?
This one's from Umbrella, so I need to find out if it's actually
because Umbrella is pretty
region coded.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is a. Oh wow, that's a fucking wild cover.
Yeah. Right.
Holy shit.
Love
That's
it.
cool. Now it's from 19. Yeah, it's from 1990. Does it really look that cool?
Yeah.
All right,
it's pretty fucking cool.
Right.
I mean, it's a
Why
little low budget, but it's fucking.
Why is this?
It looks
4K?
better than Cyborg.
Ooh.
It's got the. Here's the thing.
Cyborg.
It's.
Yeah.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
But like,
Why?
you know how like Cyborg was like super well done as far as like the aesthetic of like the sets and shit.
For sure.
That's this, but the rest of the movie also looks good.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Why the fuck
is this?
Is this 4K fucking $50 though? That's just fuck off.
Mine's showing 40 if I buy it directly from Umbrella.
Oh, well, I'm on Amazon.
Well, yeah, because you gotta pay the Bezos tax so he can afford another yacht for his fucking yacht.
Yeah. I heard you like yachts.
Honey,
So
the yacht
needs
a yacht.
Yeah.
The yacht doesn't feel like it's yachting enough.
He has a smaller yacht that follows his yacht around to make sure that it's like fueled up and
to make sure that his big yacht doesn't get lonely.
Yeah. Apparently.
What a dick.
It's got commentary by director Richard Stanley.
That's cool.
And an interview. And No Flesh Shall Be Spared, the making of hardware.
No flesh shall be spared, the making of billionaires into a fine soup.
Hardware promo videos featuring Iggy Pop and Lemmy.
Ooh.
Rites of Passage short film. Incidents in an Expanding Universe short film. Voice
See,
of the Moon documentary.
$50.
Yeah. It comes with all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
This is one of the movies where I'm like, look at all these bonus features. It's totally worth it. And then I buy it and I watch just the movie and I never visit those bonus features.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. But then you're saving those bonus features for later.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
One day
afternoon,
when
I'm going to be like, I just made lunch. I've got 35 minutes until I need to log in for the podcast. What do I have that is 35 minutes long that I can watch? Not a TV show, not a movie, but an interview with Iggy Pop on disc 2 of Hardware.
I've been thinking about this interview with Iggy Pop on disc 2 of Hardware for a long time.
One day, when I bought the Lord of the Rings Blu-ray box set, it's the extended versions, and there's like fucking 20 discs of special features. I was like, as soon as I got it, I was like, I'm gonna go through everything in this box set. And I put in this one of the first of many special edition or special feature discs, and I get to the menu and I'm going down all of it, and I'm like, nope.
This is
never fucking mind. Not happening. And each one is like 2 hours. It's so much special features.
Because it's like it's not like the little like DVD special features where it's like, oh, here's a little behind the scenes for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no.
It's like, here's an entire movie about how this thing was made.
Yeah, and that movie is split up into 7 different fucking feature-length special features. It's insane. Awesome. I would love to get through them.
So sick,
but I don't have the patience or the attention span.
First you got to watch all 12 hours of the extended special feature or the extended cut, and then you dive into the special features.
36
hours.
Point,
you're exhausted. Yeah,
36
hours. That's the benefit
hours.
of physical media these days, because you're not getting any of that shit on fucking Netflix. But I mean, if it's a movie that like you absolutely love, it's fucking awesome to have a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, I know plenty of Lord of the Rings fans that I'm sure rewatched those bonus features many a time. There's only like a handful of movies that I would need to dig that fucking deep into, but usually if I've got a physical copy of something, after I watch the movie, I'll scroll through the special features, and if there's not a ton of shit in there, then I'll be like, yeah, maybe we can watch through these while I'm done. Or if I really love the movie and I'm like, oh, a little 10-minute featurette about the casting process or something, that's cool. But when they're like, oh, this one's also got a 2.5-hour documentary about how they shot that 4-second sequence at the end of the first act, I'm like, I'm sure they did a lot of hard work, but I don't need it.
There was a window of time right before streaming services and we had YouTube on everything where I had so many, so I watched all the special features, and now this shit comes out and I'm like, I'm good.
I used to do the same thing. I always used to get stoked over special features.
Oh yeah.
What is this conversation? What is this?
This is 40-year-old nerd shit.
Yeah. Back in my day, we watched all the special features on every DVD we bought at Circuit City. We just combed through the aisles of Circuit City.
Every 15 of us standing in the DVD aisle, looking at the backs.
And we bought all of them, and then we watched all of the special features.
Yep. I would fall asleep with my PlayStation controller in my lap, and the DVD menu was animated, and it would just play on an endless loop, like the movie we were talking about today. There, brought it back.
There we go. We go. Yeah.
Like the movie I did that.
Music.
Let's talk about Letterboxd and shit too.
Oh yeah. What were these ratings of these fucking weird movies?
These fucking fucks.
These fucking
fucking movies.
I give
fucking
this
3 moons.
This whole episode,
I give this movie
so
3
negative.
moons out of 3.
This whole episode has felt so negative, but we've actually pretty much done nothing but praise both of these movies.
Yeah, both great movies.
Yeah. Where is she going to get 3
especially
moons?
the one that we fucking know nothing about. That one was all
that we
like didn't fucking get at all.
I will say that
it's all open to interpretation.
Let's go back to 3 moon.
2 second 3 minute situation.
2 seconds.
This would be a special feature on the DVD of the Endless. Us trying to figure the movie out.
Right.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that they intentionally literally mention Heaven's Gate. Cult. Because I at first I was like, okay, obviously these dudes took inspiration from that situation. But I wasn't expecting him to literally refer to them. I thought that was pretty funny.
Right. I also think it's interesting that the way that he took inspiration from it is closer to what actually happened with them, where like they weren't really a predatory cult, man. It was just a bunch of weirdos that got together and
that one was weird. I watched a documentary on HBO about that like a couple years ago because I remember when it happened, but I was obviously way too young to really process any of that because I think that was when we were like 10.
The entire fucking conversation around it was, they cut their dicks off, and it's like 2 of them did.
Yeah.
And
that was
Still worth mentioning that 2 of them.
but it wasn't.
That's more than zero.
But it's the
let's not overlook, man. Like 2 guys got their balls removed. I think that's pretty serious.
But it wasn't. But the context of it was completely different than the conversation surrounding it.
Sure,
which was that they were forced to do it. That it was part of this cult thing, and it wasn't. It was just that these people no longer felt a connection to their sexuality anymore.
Right.
So they went to Mexico and some of them had their genitals removed. It's not the best idea, but also then again, in some ways, Mexican healthcare system might be better. So
the section of, do you guys know, Josh and Derek, do you guys know about that cult? Like what they did, what was going on?
Nah, I don't. I mean, I'm sure some you might be able to jog my memory.
It was
some of it.
It's the ones with the Nikes.
They all killed themselves in the bed wearing the Nikes.
Were they all under like purple blankets?
Yes. And
there
wasn't there was a
they were good blankets. They were good blankets.
What was in this?
It was a good look. That in the Nikes.
What was in the sky passing the fucking planet?
It was
Haley's Comet.
Haley's Comet.
Hale-Bop.
That's right.
Hale-Bop.
Hale-Bop.
Imagine killing yourself over a fucking thing. Hale-Bop. Come on. Anyway.
Over a third moon.
Yeah, that's way cooler than something like Hale-Bop. It's a 3 moons. Anyway, when they in the documentary that I watched, when they got to the castration part, it was the person who performed the surgery was a vet who's never worked on a human before. And it was all of them in the room. And they were trying to push that on all of the men. And there was one guy who volunteered. He lays on the table and then they start the surgery and immediately it went wrong. Immediately. And like within seconds, the dude is bleeding out. And the guy who's performing the surgery is like, I'm in over my head. I'm sorry. And then the dude dies. And then it's like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting there watching and it's in front of all of their congregation. And it's funny, but it's also,
I think it's a little unfair to contextualize it as forcing them to do it. There was no force of any part of that fucking cult because fucking Marshall Applewhite, right? Applewhite.
I think so.
I always want to say either Applewhite or Applegate. Applewhite, he was not. It wasn't like Jim Jones where he was like, "Oh, we're gonna be a cult now." It was I believe that I'm an alien living in this body, and I'm being more charismatic than he is. And we, as a group, have decided that we are all aliens, and our bodies are not real. And it's like, but like,
go hitch a ride on this comet.
Of all the cults that I've looked into,
but first we got to take off our balls.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's the thing is that you didn't need to.
That's where the hidden propulsion system is.
You didn't have to take off your balls because at some point your balls were just going to fall off anyways.
That's what's holding you down.
Yes, literally.
Right? Yeah, that's what's holding you down. You have to take them off.
That's why they stretch because they're trying to tether. They're trying to pull you down.
Exactly. God damn it, we're smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the Rotten Tomato score?
Is it fair to call them a cult in the endless if like all that shit's actually real?
No,
it's real. I don't think
they're a cult. The whole time. At the whole time, they're like, no, you can leave. We can't leave. We're fucked.
Yeah. You're in before the 3 moons, dude. You can come and go as you please, bud.
I think that's why it's so good. It's so interesting that they got that from Applewhite, from Heaven's Gate, because Heaven's Gate was the hardest cult to be in. Like they were around for like 2 decades before any of that shit. And it was just super difficult because they'd be like, all right, we're going to go here. If you fucking show up on the day that we're there, cool. If not, go fuck yourself. Who cares? It's like, leave, bye. I don't care.
Taking your balls.
Hey man, it's the ultimate. I guess it's the ultimate form of negging, really.
Yeah.
I would say it still counts as a cult though, because it's even if the weird shit they're talking about is real, that's still the basic like definition of cult is like a group of people religiously devoted to one thing, or like
it's a 3-moon bubble cult
sharing their beliefs.
Are they religiously, or is it just that they're like, this is a fact?
Maybe.
Okay.
Which is
I don't know if it's a cult
in a fucking bubble,
right? I think it's more of a commune
they're not
than
there
a cult.
voluntarily, maybe.
Yeah, commune.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that the voluntary is the catch. I think a cult is involuntary, where like you maybe voluntarily got into it, but you don't get to choose whether or not. Yeah.
I don't know. There could be some like manipulation of like you could go, but like some type of manipulation,
right? But is there? I don't see them. I understand.
I'm not saying in this movie. I'm saying in general.
Oh, for sure. I mean, 100%. Specifically in this movie, I don't see the manipulation. They're just
no.
He's just like, I'm not the leader.
Right.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
The rest of us are all just here.
Yeah.
So I want to know the swirly God thing.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do to everybody? They don't really show that, do they? They show that everybody kill themselves to try and escape their own loot, but that never works.
Well, I think they kill themselves before that God thing kills them.
But then they're back in their own little loop, because I'm sure the God thing can.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that the killing, because that one guy was like, "Oh, killing yourself is how you get out," and clearly it's not, because he's fucking there.
No, he said, "It's better to kill yourself than for the God thing to kill you, because if he kills you, it's way worse."
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're better off killing yourself, because you're going to get really fucked up.
So how do you stop the God thing from killing you whenever you're stuck there forever?
You just kill yourself and then start.
Yeah. So what he's doing is his loop. His loop is him running back to his house to hang himself before the God thing kills him.
This episode's such a fucking mess.
But when can? Okay, I guess let me phrase this question: when can the God thing kill you in relation to your loop?
At the end of the loop.
That's
at the end of the loop. So when the 3
I think that's what the ascension was.
No, not the ascension. The end of the loops.
No.
The
end of the loops. I think that it's killing you. Die via the God thing if you're not already dead.
So right before the end of your loop, you got to off yourself to kickstart the loop again, and you got to escape the not even
tornado. Not even necessarily that the killing yourself is to start it, but you're killing yourself to spare yourself the agony of the death at the end of each loop.
See, I appreciate this movie more and more knowing what these guys went on to do, because this was their learning phase, and had they not gone through this, then they wouldn't have made Loki so good.
Right. And I think that this is pretty good.
I respect it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's one of their earlier titles. It's fucking banging.
Yeah. I'm sure anybody who's made it this far, 4 of you,
are asleep.
Us 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's us.
Us 4. Yeah. Go give this one a watch.
All right, so finally, let's go to the Rotten Tomatoes.
Color Out of Space. Well-oiled machine.
86% tomato meter for Color Out of Space.
Nice. Okay.
82% audience score.
Nice.
Pretty high for those two.
Yeah.
Good.
That's fair.
Ready for this one? The Endless, 91% tomato meter.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck off. Right on.
And then 67% audience score.
Bullshit.
That's a bit. That's higher than
bullshit. Should have been 90 accounts. Perfect movie. No.
How many reviews on the Rotten Tomato score though?
127.
Oh wow.
For the 91% tomato meter.
That's crazy. Okay.
And for Color Out of Space, 211 got it to that 86%.
Damn.
Both really good. Good movies.
What were the 3.2 on Letterboxd for Color Out of Space, and you got The Endless at 3.3.
It's 3.3 moons.
3.3 moons.
True. That's a 2-second 3.3 moon situation right there.
You got 2 seconds.
You got 2 seconds. 3.3 moons. 2
seconds in a 3-moon loop.
Yeah,
and then what you do with those 3 seconds?
And both of them have a similar amount of logs on Letterboxd.
Yeah, they got enough logs. That's for sure.
Yeah, you can fit as
enough
many
logs,
of those.
not enough moons.
Yeah. These two, they got 3 moons and a lot of logs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got 3 moons and a lot of logs, but you can't add in moons.
You can't add moons to logs. That just don't compute.
It's physics.
That ain't computing.
It's physics.
You could get as many logs as you want in there.
Yeah,
but it's not like you can. Snap
you can have as many moons as you want too, but you're only getting 3.
Yeah.
You can have as many as you want, but you're only getting 3.
I don't know if all 4 of us are going to keep going here.
I don't know. I could do this.
This episode is just me and Justin doing a tired voice, and just the other cameras slowly clip out.
Do it on a loop. Choose your voice by the ascension of the 3rd moon.
I'm either Italian or I'm Russian. I don't know.
Yeah.